Saskatoon is the third stop on the Indspire Youth Laureate cross-country tour, honoring young people, their achievements in education, both in the classroom, outside of the classroom. One of the young people being recognized is Josh Butcher, who joins me right now. Josh, before we get into your achievements, because we could probably fill an hour talking about those, let's talk a little bit about this recognition that you received from Indspire. What was your reaction when you found out about this?
I remember I was at home, and I think I was just actually sleeping, and my phone started ringing, and I picked it up, and it was actually Roberta Jameson, so the CEO of Indspire, and she was basically telling me, like, asking me if I remember her words, but she was asking me if I would allow them to honor me and my achievements, which was really sweet of her. It's something I'll remember, and the awards is something I'll remember for the rest of my life. Absolutely. It was truly amazing.
And certainly well-deserved. I mean, talking a little bit about this resume that you've had in what has been a relatively short life. You're still quite a young man, but you've achieved so much. A lot of it really having to do in the field of healthcare. You are studying medicine right now, which is why we have those buildings in the background behind us. Healthcare, and especially making sure that Aboriginal community has access to healthcare. Why is this something that's so important to you?
Well, yeah, no, and certainly, first of all, recognizing that there are those inequities that are so significant, and I think we just look at the health outcomes of Indigenous people in general. And I mean, being here at the University of Saskatchewan, we talk a lot about the decrease in poor access to resources, especially in northern Saskatchewan. Access to healthcare resources and like mental health resources, obviously, has been a huge one in this past year. Like, it's awful. It's awful. These people and these kids are suffering so much because they don't have those things that are just we have, and we sometimes, I think, take for granted here in urban centers like here in Saskatoon.
As this interview is rolling along, we're taking a look at some of the footage from the event over in the Convocation Hall, honoring you and a couple of the other recipients. I know you did 4 years of kinesiology, played football here at the U of S as well as in Alberta. It's a diverse resume in addition to being an impressive one. You're involved in a lot of stuff.
Thank you. I don't know. I've always tried to be, I guess, a fairly well-rounded kid. I enjoy what I do. Like, I enjoy being in medicine. I've enjoyed football, which I'm now going to miss dearly because I just finished up my 5th year with the Huskies. It's bittersweet. It's nice that I can focus on school and stuff, but I'm going to miss the boys.
Absolutely. No, that's understandable for sure. And you've also made a real difference to your fellow students, your fellow athletes here on the U of S. I really wanted to mention the Athlete Allies group that I know you helped start here on campus. Talk about that, why that was something important to you, and the work that the group does on campus.
Yeah, so I guess I pretty well just started here this past year. Basically, so 2 years ago, I think, we released our You Can Play project video with Huskie Athletics. No athletes were really stepping up to get it started, and I'm like, I don't know, I just heard that, and I thought, this is something that probably should have been started a long time ago. It's the right thing to do. If nobody else is going to do it, then it has to get done. I'll step up, I'll do it. So our main mission statement or goal, whatever you want to call it, would just be to create a more positive and inclusive atmosphere for all of our athletes, no matter their gender identity or sexual orientation. When we're playing college level sports, the end goal is a championship, and in order to win a championship, you need to have a cohesive team, right? But how are you supposed to have a cohesive team if you have one athlete or several athletes who, say, are gay and they can't feel like they can be themselves, and they're not who they are around their teammates? They're constantly just keeping things in, and maybe they don't feel like they're as much of a part of the team. So I think when you put it like that, we can hopefully appeal to all athletes that this is the right thing to do, not just on a basic human rights sort of perspective, but even for the good of the team and your success. So.
That's outstanding. Josh, we had a good long conversation here. I still feel like we may have barely just scratched the surface of everything you've done. The good news is we are airing that event, the Indspire Youth Laureate Recognition event, on Shaw TV. So if people want to get the whole story, you can certainly tune into that on Shaw TV and meet a very deserving recipient in Josh Butcher. And thanks very much for chatting with us, Josh.
Thank you so much for having me.